Did you know GoPro cameras are nearly indestructible? Yup, you can strap it to a shark, launch it from space, watch it get hit by a Formula One car at 200 miles an hour, and the footage survives. The company shattered. In 2014, GoPro was worth $11 billion. Today, you could buy the entire company for way less than what Taylor Swift made on her last tour. And the worst part? They filmed their downfall themselves. This is how GoPro lost 99% of its entire value. Before we get into it, kindly like and subscribe. It would go a long way. And if you know someone who owned a GoPro, send them this video. They need to see it. Now, let's dive in.
Nick Woodman wanted to photograph himself surfing. That's it. That's how it all started. He was 26 and already failed twice at building tech startups. He and his girlfriend sold bead belts out of a Volkswagen van to fund a road trip through Australia and Indonesia. That trip would change his entire life. He came back with a prototype strapped to his wrist and a product nobody had ever made before, the first GoPro. It wasn't digital, it shot 35mm film. He sold it from the trunk of his car at surf competitions for $30 a pop. But one thing made GoPro different from every other camera company in history. The footage itself was the advertisement. You didn't need a commercial. You just needed someone to strap this thing to a helmet, jump off a mountain, upload the video, and boom, the product sold itself. By 2012, GoPro was selling over $500 million worth of cameras a year. They were the fastest growing camera company on Earth, in a world where Sony, Canon, and Nikon exist.
June 2014, GoPro goes public. The stock launches at $24 a share and rockets upward. Within months, $93 a share, $11.1 billion market cap. Nick Woodman becomes a billionaire, on paper, worth more than $3 billion. Time magazine named him Entrepreneur of the Year. For one shining moment, GoPro wasn't just a camera company. They were a lifestyle empire, a media company, a movement. Their YouTube channel was racking up hundreds of millions of views purely from user-generated content. Think about that. Their customers were doing the marketing for free. This was before influencer culture was even a word people used. GoPro hadn't just built a camera. They had built a community. And when communities work, they are worth more than products. They had deals with the Red Bull racing team. NASA astronauts were wearing GoPros. Felix Baumgartner jumped from the stratosphere, watched by 8 million people live, with a GoPro on his chest. The edge of space. GoPro was literally at the edge of space. Unfortunately, the peak couldn't last. It never does.
So, what led to GoPro's fall? The problem with being the camera everyone wants to own is this. Eventually, everyone owns one. By 2015, the market was saturating. People weren't upgrading. Why would they? The GoPro they bought in 2013 still worked fine. The footage still looked incredible. And then, the smartphones got good. Not just good, insanely good. iPhone cameras started shooting 4K. Samsung, Huawei. Suddenly, the gap between a GoPro and the device already in your pocket started closing fast. Why would you get a camera when your phone already has a camera that's just as good, maybe even better? GoPro needed a new revenue stream. They needed to expand, and that's when Woodman made the moves that would almost end the company. In 2016, GoPro launches the Karma drone. Sounds cool, right? $799, their most ambitious product yet. Then, it fell out of the sky. Literally. Thousands of Karma drones lost power mid-flight and dropped. Not metaphorically, not in the stock price. The actual physical drones plummeted. GoPro recalled every single unit just weeks after launch. The Karma was dead. Before anyone knew what was going on, DJI, a Chinese drone company they barely paid attention to, had already taken over 70% of the consumer drone market. Stock fell from $93 to under $9. The company lost over 80% of its value in the blink of an eye. In 2 years, 80% gone. Fast forward to January 2016. GoPro cut 7% of its workforce. By January 2017, they cut another 270 people, 18% of remaining staff. And then it all went down. They shut down their entertainment division. They killed the Karma permanently. They abandoned their VR ambitions. One by one, every bet they'd placed on becoming more than a camera company folded. They tried everything they could. An editing app called Quick, a cloud storage platform. None of it stuck. GoPro's customers weren't there for software. They were there for the rush. And it just kept getting worse. By 2018, acquisition talks with Xiaomi and others collapsed. No buyer wanted them at any price. They became the company that couldn't be bought, the company that couldn't be sold, the company that couldn't figure out what it was anymore. At its peak, the company had an $11.1 billion market cap. Fast forward to 2026, it has a market cap of about $102 million. That's a 99% loss of value. 99%. The company had it figured out. It was a smooth sailing. And then the drone crashed. The stock crashed. The ambitions crashed. The camera, though, it's still recording.